Hi friends, Simon here from informedtrades.com. Today is April 15th, 2014. Time for our daily Forex chart review. Basically, in these sessions each day, I share the trades I have on in the market, where they are, what I'm doing, any new orders I'm placing, adjustments to existing positions that I'm putting on as well. Basically, you can see all of my trading activity. I have these trades documented over on my blog on Informed Trades, as well as the performance history. You can definitely check that out. We also have a whole bunch of learning material over on Informed Trades. Any information I present is new to you. You want to explore other trading strategies, check out informedtrades.com, register, join our community, share your knowledge, and we can all learn together. Okay, let's get started. So same situation as yesterday for me, which is that I have 5 trades on at the moment. 4 of them, or excuse me, 1 of them is at break even, meaning my stop is at my entry order level. If my stop gets hit, I will not lose any money. Of course, I won't gain any money if the stop gets hit. On 4 of the positions, my stop is not at my break even, meaning is below my break even, or if the stop gets hit, I will lose money. So that is the situation. Basically, I don't like to have more than 4 positions on where I could lose money. That's sort of my maximum risk capacity, or if all those stops get hit, I will lose 1% of my account balance. I don't like to risk more than that. Try to keep a very low risk approach. Okay, so let's review the positions I have on at the moment. One of them is the one we're seeing now, pound Kiwi. I entered here. My stop is here. So far, so good. We are seeing the support level defended. If price closes above this dashed orange line, I will move my stop to break even. That is pound Kiwi. Another one, now, as I've also mentioned before, I have a big focus on the yen. So let's actually, before we look at the yen pairs, let's look at euro Australian dollar, which is another currency pair I have on at the moment. And this is the one position that is losing money, or is a floating loss. Unfortunately, the other positions are floating profit, so that's a good sign for now. Euro Australian dollar. So my stop is at this red line. We're kind of close to hitting it. I enter at this black line. We'll see. Maybe this will be, let's actually take a look at the 4-hour chart. It's rallied a bit overnight, so that's good for me. Maybe this is a support level here. Maybe 146.57. The market will find support there. My stop is at 46.10. Yeah. Right now I'm about 100 pips. It's about 105 pips away from my stop. But I won't move to break even until all the way up here, 50.15. And the target profit is even further. Target profit is all the way up here, 58.36. So we'll see. That's euro Australian dollar. Now, the big focus in my account has been yen positions. Informedtrades.com/Japan. We've talked a lot about this on informedtrades.com. All the reasons to be bearish on the yen, which there are many. They have the biggest debt problem in the world. They've got twin deficits, budget deficit, trade deficit. So I'm looking for ways to accumulate as large of a yen position as I can safely accumulate, shorting the yen. And that's sort of where I'm at now. I think now I've been waiting for this opportunity for a while, months, and I think we may be at that turning point. So here's euro yen, or at least it's worth a shot to me. Here's euro yen. I'm long at this black line, so basically I'm very slightly in the money. But we see this line is being shown as support. We're at the 50 simple moving average. Had a pullback here. My stop is at this red line. If we close above this orange line, I will move to break even. That's euro yen. Then we also have dollar yen. Same situation, This is supportive, I think. This market, this level here, the black line, 101.74. It looks like it's being respected as a support level. So far, so good. This trend line, this dashed red trend line, is also being respected. Now we just need to close above 103.04, and I'll move it to break even. And of course, my target profit on these yen positions is way off. Like I mentioned, you can see it on the monthly chart. Okay, so my red line is where the stop is. My black line is where I entered. You can see it's very close. My target profit is all the way up here, which is 2,000 pips away. So it may take months. I may have these, and let's look at euro again. We'll see the same thing. It may take months before these positions get filled. Or if I'm fortunate, this is 1,300 pips away, a little bit closer. If I'm fortunate, it goes in my favor. It may take months before I close them out. Okay, pound yen. Same situation here. Let's actually, we're on the monthly chart. You can see, this one is another 2,000 pips I'm looking for. Pound yen and dollar yen looking for 2,000 pip gains. On the daily chart, now my stop is already at break even here, right? We've closed above this orange line. We closed above this orange line a while ago. So my stop is at break even, which this is where I entered. My stop is here. So this is the one position where it has been de-risked. So if my stop gets hit, I won't lose any money. And that's sort of it. Those are the 5 trades I have on at the moment. Like I mentioned, there are other opportunities. I talked about this yesterday. Euro Swiss, for instance, is a trade I think, well, I haven't checked the chart today, but I think it's an interesting potential trade. Yeah, buying here, and this is, I did have an order way back here. After this big candle, I put an order to go long here. It got filled here. But then it came back, and then it rallied to close above this orange line. I moved my stop to break even, and then it just hit my stop and went back. So this is still a valid level to enter, and I would actually re-enter if I had the risk tolerance for it. Okay, so those are my existing positions. No real action to do. A lot of just sitting around and waiting. That's a big part of trading. There are some other charts that I thought were worth highlighting. One is copper. Okay. Copper, very bearish formation here. Price, great for swing trading, and really this is the ABCD pattern. Let me actually draw the beginnings of that. It's always a little awkward drawing these patterns when they go off the chart. Let me zoom out, wait a bit. Well, that doesn't really do much. We're near all-time lows, that's the other issue. But here's the way I would draw the ABCD pattern. Point A is here, B, C, and then D is going to be somewhere way down here, which is probably like $1, right? So target price of copper, based on technicals, to me, is like maybe a little over $1. I could extend this chart. Oh, now I'm stuck in this. But it's going to be, what's going on here? Okay. If you look at it on a weekly chart, I'm still not seeing anything. But it's basically, the idea is that, if we look at the ABCD pattern, just delete that, copper should be headed much lower, right? It's had a 50% retracement from this swing high to this swing low. That puts us here, nice reversal candlesticks. If we can project, this retracement length, B to C, or actually A to B, is like a $1.40 movement. So C3, if we move down another $1.40, that puts us at like 160. I think it's going to go even lower. And if this chart extended, as price progresses further, you can fully draw the ABCD pattern. I think it's going to end up being lower than $1.60. Something to consider. The way I would trade this, if I was trading it, is I would still look for a pullback to this level here. I don't know if I'd get it because it's a really big red candle, but I'd look to short at $3. Gold is in another ABCD pattern. This one, what happened here? Okay, this channel is clearly invalid. What happened here? Okay. And we can go A, B, C, and it's going to be somewhere around here, somewhere around 1450 basically, and it should be somewhere around 1450 in early June, right? So the distance from A to B equals the distance from C to D. 55% retracement here, 1.5. We actually, if we go 55% higher, you could actually argue somewhere it's going to be somewhere between 1455, 1460, somewhere around there. Let's just call it 1450. And this took from A, which is basically at the end of the year, very beginning of 2014, to B is mid-March. So it took 2.5 months. C starts in early April, and if we add 2.5 months to that, that gives us, middle of June. So maybe by the middle of June, that's the basic projection here. This is a really nice and clean ABCD pattern on gold. Maybe middle of June, that tells us we'll be at 1456 or so, 1450 or so. Nice down day. If you believe in this ABCD pattern, that sets up some interesting opportunities now, right? You can say the low is in at C. You put your stop right below it, maybe 1265 or so, something like that. And then you get a favorable reward risk setup. That's about it. That's my analysis for the day, the trades I'm placing. Of course, with gold, I'm not actually putting this particular trade on, not really trading this ABCD pattern, but I am accumulating over the long term. Definitely been buying gold lately. I have been buying gold for years now. I think it's going to go much higher, but now I think it's especially a good opportunity to buy. With the Forex trades, I'm at risk capacity, my maximum risk capacity. Let's see if I can move a position to break even, or if my stop gets hit, clear up some risk and put on some orders that way. That's about it. Any questions you have, anything you want to add, any knowledge you want to share, join us at informedtrades.com. Thanks, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.